Hi there. We have in this country, and I'm sure all over the world, we have questions about government and where is good government? We, we look at the pictures of government around us, and a lot of times it causes great concern. So when I look to the Bible and I look for guidance, I see in Psalms, for the kingdom is the Lord's, and he is the governor among all nations. Well, what does that mean? And for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Well, and then it goes on to say, and of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. So we get to recognize the government of God. We get to recognize the government of the Lord. We get to recognize that Jesus demonstrated true government based in love, based in overcoming and denouncing the laws of the land that were not in alignment with love. When he healed the man with the withered hand, and everyone around him, the Pharisees and Sadducees, were saying, you can't heal on the Sabbath day, and that's the law. And he didn't follow that. He, in love, he said, well, can't you do good on the Sabbath day? He didn't do it with a sense of condemnation of the people. He just highlighted the fact that love is the law and that love is the basis of true government and that love does reign supreme. And that when we are governed by love individually, we are reflecting true government. So if everyone were governed by love, love thy neighbor as thyself, if everyone were governed by love God and love our neighbors as ourselves, we would see the form of true government in every land in the world. But it comes down first to how are we governing our own thought? If we are governed by love, we are self-governed. If we're not governed by love and we're spewing hatred and we're falling into arguments and battles of opposing forces, we're not acknowledging one God. We're acknowledging dualism. We're acknowledging two powers. We get to acknowledge one God and one power, and that is love, and demonstrate that in our own life, with our own family, with our own friends, with our own communities. And then we will start to see that in government. And when we see examples of love not being the foundation of communication, love not being the foundation of the rules and laws of the land, then we get to stand up for love. We get to stand up. And sometimes it takes a lot of strength to stand up in the face of that. But we get to stand up for what is true and what is right. And for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and his government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Everlasting God, the Prince of Peace. So we all want peace. We all want love to be the only power that we see being demonstrated around us and being expressed around us. So let's make sure that we are being governed by love in our own lives and in our own thought, in our own response to what's going on. I go back to the thing I shared the other day. I will not frustrate the grace of God. Galatians 2:21. If I'm feeling frustrated, then I need to check my own heart and my own thought and make sure that I'm not in that place of, being a stumbling block to the grace of God. Because I want to see the grace of God expressed in our land and in all lands around the world, in the universe. Forget just our world, in the universe. All right. Lots of love. If you like this, share this out. It's